So now that you have understood why we have got into the addiction and what is the reason that we have become addictive, let's understand the management of the time invested on the gadgets. See, when we are telling 10 people don't use it, you keep saying don't use the phone, keep away from the phone, keep away from, but that doesn't work, right? Why do you think it is not working?
Because we ourselves are using it.
Yes. So we tell kids no, not to watch something after certain time, and we end up breaking our own rules. Then what happens? Then obviously they'll not listen. You have to set an example yourself. You have to demonstrate that this is possible. So your kids or family members believe that it is possible. So in my house, it is almost 8 years that we don't have TV. So now my kids don't even remember that we need to have something called that. So it wouldn't be possible if my family was not supporting me, us to do that. Yes or no? So everybody had a share and agreement to do that. No TV at home. Discipline yourself first before you pointing at others. And kids say something so absorbing that they are more like a sponge. They see what you do and they listen very less of what you say. Seeing is what believing for them. So that is when here I would request all, if you are expecting somebody to do something for you, then you should be the example first, so that it becomes easy for you to communicate the same way. So here only verbal communication will not be helpful until unless you show it in an action. So that is the first step for you to get into the de-addiction mode. Second thing what you can do is change the routine. See, usually it is like, even the alarm rings in our smartphones, right? What we can do is we can start our day, first few minutes of your waking hours, in the best possible way, being more productive or being, because for many of us, as soon as you get up, your mind is so fresh and you want to invest on rethinking, reorganizing or learning something, or maybe as simple as meditation as well. Breaking the pattern is very, very important. That can be done by sticking to a new routine and make sure that you stick to that promise or a commitment that you have made. And the third thing that you can do is do not keep it accessible. So the minute you see it, you touch it, right? So whether it is for your kids or for yourself, so make sure where you cannot see it, yes, initially it might be challenged, but over a period, even though if it is there in front of you, you can have a better control on it. But till you get that emotional control and a strong mind, it is always better to keep it away from you, from the person whoever is addicted to it. So that way it will be much more easier to manage. Don't make learning from gadget activity a habit. We feel that yes, we are learning so much from using the gadgets or using YouTube videos or any other channel where you are learning your skills. It is causing you more harm. Once in a while it's good, but not every time. Watch 10 to 100 videos before you do one activity. Yes or no? So the time invested is more than the time you're taking away for the learning. Breaking that habit is very, very important. Encourage outdoor activities. You can all go back to your own childhood and recall how was your childhood activities. Outdoor activities means you need not take them to an tucking or something every day, but yes, you can take them out, go along with them and go to a park and let them bond with the kids around. That physical activity is very, very important so that you can have a calm mind. Otherwise you all feel children are very hyperactive. As a parent or a mother or a adult, we should set an example always by saying yes, outdoor activity is good, because see, I am also doing it at this age, so it is all the more important when you are growing, because then again physical, emotional and mental growth has to happen at that young age as well. Engage in pretend play. You can recall yourself when you are young, there were no toys, but now for a single kid there is a room full of toys. So that is where they are losing their own talent of pretend play. Otherwise, when we were all growing up, we had that, okay, you become a mother or a doctor or a teacher or a lawyer, and the other children will become part players. So this is possible only when you let them do that without a organized play. So when they have this pretend play, they invest lot of time in creating their own games, and they create involving and bonding and socializing with other kids as well. And this we can do for adults as well, because the minute you stop using your gadgets, you will start thinking lot of things and start a lot of new ideas come into your mind. But otherwise, what happens? You listen to somebody who is already creative and done it and kept it, and you stop using your own creativity. In activity-based learning. So when you have this hands-on experience in whatever you're trying to do, that is when the experiential learning increases. And that is where we have a long-lasting memory and lot of learning as well, which comes with the activity-based learning. So you can use this for yourself as well as for your kids. So these are the tips that you can use to get the de-addiction.